Hi everybody, it's Miss Crowdville again. I have another project for us to work on together. This is a little different, but it's going to use our sketching skills, painting, making, all kinds of different skills. So what we're going to do is design our own pop sockets. I'm actually going to paint on my real pop socket because it used to be a picture of my husband and dog, and now it's just really scratched up and messed up. But if you don't have a phone to do this on or a pop socket to do this on, we're going to be making pretend phones in pop socket too, just for fun. This could be if you don't want to commit to painting on your pop socket, because once it's there, it's there. Or if you share and your sibling or a family member that shares with you doesn't want that. Or if you just have a lot of different ideas and want to try them all out. So the first thing to do is think of an idea. I will insert a few pictures that you can look at for some cool ideas that I found just by Googling DIY painted pop socket. I'm going to share my idea. So I really like foxes because my dog looks like a fox. So I drew this little fox peeking out of my pop socket. This is the design I want to do. And now that I sketched it out, I'm ready to try it on my pop socket. If you are someone who is going to be making the pretend pop socket, I'll be showing you how to make that after I do my first top coat. So the first thing to do is take off the pop socket, because I have before painted over a pop socket, not paid attention, picked up my phone, got on it, put it down, face down on the couch, and got paint all over the couch. So it's better safe than sorry to take it off, and it's pretty easy to take off too. If you pinch the accordion area and then just kind of wiggle it around, one came loose. And then from there, I'm just going to squeeze it in the other directions until it comes out. This is better now too, because I can work on a flat surface and don't have to worry about getting it on the sides here or the back of my phone. So the materials I have for painting on the actual pop socket are acrylic craft paint. This paint will rub off of the pop socket, but it is not washable, but it will need something to seal the paint on the pop socket. So you have a few choices. If you use acrylic craft paint, you could go over it with Mod Podge, you could go over it with Elmer's glue in clear or white. White dries clear, or clear nail polish. This is clear nail polish, it's just in like a black bottle. If you don't have craft paint, you could use nail polish. So I have different colors of nail polish. The only thing with nail polish is you can't mix them. You have to use the brush that comes in the bottle, because if you try to use a paintbrush, it won't wash off even if you try to use nail polish remover to wash your brush again. It just doesn't work like that. I've tried it. Other things I have for painting: a pencil that I can sketch with, but I could also use the eraser to dot paint, a Q-tip, again I could dot paint with it, or I could use it as a paintbrush, and a Sharpie for adding details, a water cup, and a paint for mixing, and a paper towel for cleaning my brush. So when I'm ready to begin, I'm going to first sketch out my design onto my pop socket with pencil. Alright, now I'm ready to paint. I'm going to use a small brush because I'm using a small surface. It's going to take a few layers of paint. Most of us have used clay in my class so far, and you know a layer means I paint it, I let it dry, and then I paint over that same area again. When we're using glaze on our clay, we need 3 layers. So I did my first layer of orange. I wiped off the extra paint, and now I'm going to clean my brush. Spin it gently on the bottom. Wipe it on the side. Put that wipe down. Paint the background. I'm just gonna do it white. I can't decide if I want to put like sky behind it or like grass or dirt, like he's poking out of a hole. So I'll just do it with white for now, and then I will have a nice solid color to paint over if I decide I want to do one of those details. Alright, take the extra paint, wipe it on my plate so I'm not wasting, clean my brush. If I was going to use nail polish, I could have just used an orangish color for the ears, and I think I have white. I don't have white, but I do have this brownish color which I could have made work for the face, and maybe I would have just committed to a blue sky. Okay, wiping, not tapping. Putting my brush aside for a little bit. Putting my pop socket aside to dry. And now I'm going to show you how to make the pretend iPhone. So I'm going to use this cardboard from the protein bars as my base. I'm just going to draw a rectangle. Which I really only had to make one line because I already have 2 square lines there. You could use a cereal box, any box that's in your recycling. I actually did get this out of my recycling bin when I decided to do this project. And I just need one piece. If you wanted to measure a phone out on it and yours was big enough, you could. I made mine about the right thickness, but it wasn't tall enough, but that's okay. And the reason for the scrap paper at this point is so that I can cover up whatever is on the back. The brown side, I can draw over, paint over, whatever, but this side I'm gonna need to cover up. So I have a glue stick. I'm gonna glue all over this cardboard. Normally we just want to go around the edges, but since it's a little shiny, I want to cover up every part of it. And then put my scrap paper. Let's see, where can I line it up? Wow, it fits here on this perfectly. And I just randomly had this paper. Okay, so I can cover it up. I can still see through it a little bit, but I'm gonna be drawing over it eventually anyway. So on this, I could use markers, crayons, color pencil, paint, whatever on one side. I want to draw my apps and put those details on there. Put my home button. Or maybe you have an iPhone 10 that doesn't have a home button in your imagination. I'm going to do it like my phone that I have. Maybe you're not even making an iPhone. Maybe you're going to make like a Android. On the back, you can put your cameras, do your artwork on here, give it a fun and fancy phone case. I'm going to show you how to make the pop socket part. So next I'm taking a water bottle, and if you're a younger friend, maybe get a parent's help, but just cut across the top to get this part free. And now it's very uneven. I want to smooth it out. I drank out of this, so I'm okay with just using my sleeve to wipe out the water that's left in there. And I'm going to use a hot glue gun to glue this onto the back of my paper. So if you're younger, again, ask for a parent's help. If you do not have a hot glue gun, but you have Elmer's glue, that will work as well, but it will take longer to dry. That's why I'm choosing hot glue for mine. And I want to put it in the center. And then just go around and kind of smooth out that glue because it was a little bubbly on mine. Now I'm going to get my cardboard again. I'm going to trace my milk lid or my pop socket. By pressing my pencil against the edge. And I'm going to cut that out very carefully on the pencil line so that it's the right size, no bubble cut. Keeping my elbow at my side, turning the cardboard, not my hand. And now I have my pop socket. I can do the same to cover up the design from the box. Put it in the corner, that way I'm not wasting a lot of my scrap paper in case I want to make more. I'm just cutting this out again against my cardboard line. And now I have a plain piece of paper. I can use my hot glue gun. I want to put the white side out so that I can cover it more clearly. Glue it to my lid. Press it down. And now I have a play phone with pop socket on it. Very cool. All made with recycled materials. Okay, so here is what my work is looking like so far. I'm going to need one more layer before I start adding my details. Your last step is to seal your work. So when my layers are 100% dry, I can use one of these sealants that I talked about earlier to paint over top of the entire pop socket and let it dry. You can put more than one coat. Nail polish, you probably need one, maybe two for each of these. But I can not do it until it's 100% dry or it will smudge my work. I hope you had fun. Bye.